Hey everyone. Hope you're well. I'm just preparing another seashell, and this is weird. I got these new metallic alcohol inks, and what is the make? It says DZ Plus. I don't know what they are, but I got them a few weeks ago, and I thought I would try them on this butterfly shell. We started this butterfly, or I started putting it together last week. I'm going to have to raise this a little bit. Don't know how, but okay. So let's try out these colors. Am I supposed to, I guess I'm supposed to make a hole. Oh. Let me see if I have a pen. That's one thing I did not anticipate having to have. Where are my pens? I think I'll start again. I am back. Okay, I've sprayed these. I still haven't fixed this. But what I'm going to do next is do the edges so that they look good. And I have some pigment that, if you've watched me before, you will have noticed how I do them. And I'm just going to go over and do this. Where is it? I'm going to put it in here. This is the pale gold from Posh Chalk. One of my favorites. It dries very quickly. And I just sprayed this with a spray varnish, and it's glossy. And I'll glue this on in a little bit. I'm just doing a little bit on the edges. I don't want a very strong coat. And then the resin work will begin. I'll probably hold on, what's going on here? Oh. I've taken the habit of having two cameras, because a couple of weeks ago my internet, when I was doing a live, went off. And if it wasn't for my long form video, my viewers would not have been able to see what I did. I'm doing this as well. And if you make mistakes like I just did, it's handmade. You can see I didn't correct the markings here. Oops, and I made another mistake. But we're going to cover this anyway. Not completely, but it's hard to get the brush to cooperate. . Now you can use your brush and do this, but I don't want a heavy coat. That's why I'm doing it this way. Here, I'm going to do it completely. And then my nightmare is going to be making the antennas. I hated doing that last time because I've never figured out how to do that. I've never done jewelry. And the beads I was using were tiny seed beads. Now we do the rest. And I like the gold with it, just that little touch of gold. When I did my first butterfly, I did this before I attached it together, and it was so much easier. So I'll suggest from my mistakes to go ahead and you do that too. It just makes it easier. I really love this pigment. And if you haven't seen my other video on the first butterfly that I did, go back and check it out. It shows how I assembled, how I prepared it. But see, look at it. This one's, which one is not completely done? I just saw, oh, this one, this side is not completely done. I'm just adding a little bit more here. Getting my brush in between is kind of hard. So doing it this way, I feel, gives you the tidiest look. The thinnest lines. I don't think you're going to get thinner lines with a pen unless you have a a very fine point pen. Okay, let me put this away. The first one I did, I used glass, and I'm going to do the same here. And I don't know that I'm going to put anything else on top. I'm going to use pearls for the body. This one, or no, it's the other one, this one. I need a thicker one. I'm just going to cut off what I think I need. And this is why I think that it would be much, much easier if you did this part at least, and the gold. Before you assemble it. This is very sticky, which is good. I'm going to have to cut around. The only sad thing about this is that you cannot bend it. Okay, so let me try and do this. You have to be careful not to cut the, oops. I should have dried it first, but I didn't. Yeah, I need to cut a little bit more. But I also am planning on, why didn't I dry it? I should have remembered to dry it. And is there a thinner, small pair of scissors that I can use? And there is. And you can also, if you want, go over the gold again and add more, which I might do. I'm going to cut and patch. going to have to glue this one separately because I don't think it's going to stay. But see, you can add more, but less. Let me just clean my fingers. We need to fill, I want to fill this part in and remove this. So you can see how I'm cutting around this and trying to make it look the way it should. And now I'm going to add a little bit more here. So let me cut a layer. I'm going to need more than one row. Not layer, but row. And this will probably be another one that I end up having to re-glue. There's somewhere else that I want to add. Just this way. If you notice here, there's a gap as well. It looks very unsightly. That I'm going to add this to. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Right here. And I've got some pearls. There's one that I should add here. So I'm going to keep those safe so I don't have to use up the rest of my pearls. And I'll probably paint right at the top here because it doesn't look very good. And I'll cut this out. Now, when it comes to actually figuring out, I might add a few more here as well. When it comes to the glass, I'm going to show you one wing, and then I will let me move this out of the way before it falls down everywhere. And then you can decide what you want to do. If you want to add more things, you can. I'm not using that. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to use the big one. I'm going to add, this is, no, I don't want the high viscosity. I want the clear hard type. I find the high viscosity one a bit problematic again with squeezing. I think I have a problem with squeezing. I'm just spreading it with this paintbrush that I'm keeping away from the UV light. And I'm going to start adding, oops, the glass. At the beginning you probably won't be able to see very much because I'm going underneath. But hopefully by the end, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Because they're at an awkward angle, it looks like it's not going to go in well. I want to try and use the largest pieces and save the smaller ones for places where I need the small ones. And you should be wearing gloves. I'm not, because why? Because I find it easier to just use no gloves, but my hands end up so sticky, it's horrible. But then I use this unicorn art. It's for resin, but typically I've been using it for this. Now, I'm doing this just to glue it into the UV resin, and I might pour, I will definitely be pouring another layer. I'm just fitting them in just like a jigsaw. I just want you to see. How I'm doing it. And take your time. There's no rush. Nothing at all to rush you. This is a nice thin one, another nice thin one. I order my glass from, I'm just checking where there is glass, so I don't end up doubling. I don't want 2 layers. And also, if you're using your fingers like I am, don't run it through your hair, please. Let me see if I can get some more big ones. Because I'm going to need them. See, like right here, I would use a very tiny one. Like maybe this one. And on some of them, I could not do it all at once under the UV lamp. So I ended up having to do it twice. Oops. There's another thin one. Maybe this will work here. Maybe this one will work here. So it does take time, but it's well worth it. And for me, I think I need some more resin there. I'm going to save that and fill in the ones where I can. That one doesn't work there. It will work here. So I'm going to show you what I have so far. Let me see. I I need some small ones here. Maybe this one? No. This one or this one. And let's see this one. And let me see. You don't have to fill it right to the top. I want to. Oops, that was a perfect one, but there we go. Times like these, I wish I had smaller fingers. I'll do this bit after I let it, after I put it on the UV light, because it's going to give me a very hard time. So I'm just going to do this, and you just do it one by one. Is that the wrong one? Yeah, I think it might be, yeah. So this will stay under for at least 2 minutes. And then I'll add some more resin so that I can finish that side. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you how I'm going to attach this. I should have done it before, but that's okay. And what else? I'm going to put blue beads for 2 eyes, and I'm also going to do the antennas. I'm not sure what color. I'd love to have done rhinestone, but I can't find rhinestone that bends. I have this one, but it kind of flops and I need it with some body. A body as in, not a human body, but a different kind. And I hope you'll try this. If you do, please let me know. I'd love to see your pictures. I'll try and remember to post the Facebook business page that you can put your creations on. 20 seconds left. Nine. It's like a countdown. I was going to put these beads on the top, but they don't really go except with that purple. Okay. So as you can see, oh, I know which ones fell down. The ones I added at the end because there was no, there was nothing to hold it there. So I'm going to show you how we're going to add the last 2 pieces. Clear hard. The clear hard I meant to tell you is the one that you would use if you don't want it to flow over. Now what did I do with my... Oops, I'm sorry. I hit it by accident. And now I can't find my resin. I just had it. I just used it. This is going to drive me crazy. Where did I put it? Does anybody lose things constantly the way I do? This is the clear hard. I don't want the clear hard. I want the other one. I'm not going to sit and squeeze with this one. Hey, it's crazy. I'm always losing things. All right, let's see if I can. Oops, too much. Oh, that is the one I wanted. It's the other one. And I squeezed so much. So this is going to go in here. This one in here. And then where's the one that I first put on? Right here, is that it? Or maybe it would go better this way. Yep, that works. And then we'll put a small one here. And it's so fiddly. I'm trying to put them all flat. And this one fell out. I give up. I'm going to tell that thing that I am going to win. Okay, and now I'm just going to put it on for another 120 minutes, 120 seconds. And when I come back, I'm not going to make you sit through this. When I come back, they'll all be done, but not the eyes or the antennas, but these will be. I don't want you to sit and waste your time watching me do that. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. So I spent a few days looking at this, and I did not like this with this. I think this is beautiful, but I don't really care for this look. So what I decided to do was try something else. And what I would like to do, and it could be that I change my mind again. I know that the stuff that I used, the pearls, pulled off some of the paint, but that's okay because I'm going to put two different types of glass, and I will redo the gold. Oh, and this needs to go as well. I could have left it, but I wasn't happy with it. So I decided to go with how I feel it should look. So I used acrylic paint metallic by Pentart that's called Blue. And I only need really one coat. I'm going to dry it. I just dried this, and hopefully I've got it on tape, not the drying, but everything else. I'm just mixing a little bit of the pale pigment that I used earlier, and I only really need just the tiniest bits because I think I might be adding this to here after I finish putting on the glass. I'm just repainting a little bit. I don't know how much of this will show. But at least if it doesn't work the way I want it, it will look better than it was before. Even if I leave it like this without anything on top, it looks better. Sometimes it's really worth redoing what you want to do. I know it looks a mess now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to look a good deal better than it did. So my idea is either to add glass like this, but I'm going to have to cut it. And this is glass from a bottle that I cut. And it does need more cutting. I'm just pulling out pieces that I think might work. This was a blue bottle. I just want to pull out enough so that I can work with them. And as long as they're not too rounded, as long as it's not the rounded part of the glass, then it should work. But I'll show you how you can cut some. this one's too rounded. Too rounded. See, you can tell that they're too rounded because they're not going to sit. Now I can cut this in two and make it work. But at the same time, what if we used this? Let me see if I have enough of these, because I like this. It's got a textured top, which would look really nice. I think I like the textured top better. And I am going to have to cut these. Yeah, definitely I like these better. That one's not going to work. I'm so glad I tried these. Okay, let me pull out a few. I can get small one. The textured top looks really nice. It'll give it a nice finish, a nice look. This one doesn't work. I think I have enough to work with this. I try and keep all my blues together. And some of these are rounded, so I am going to have to cut them down. And first I'm going to adhere them with UV resin. And we can also highlight the tops so that it would show up the texture. I'll be right back with my nipping things, my nipping for my pieces. Okay, so I'm using these nippers and I'm just cutting them across. And I want to try and find a roundish one, like this one. But I need to nip the ends off. Now I don't know which piece I was nipping the end off. I think it was this one. Yep, that's the one. I'm going to add no, that wasn't one. What is wrong with me? This one will work well here, so I'm going to leave that. Okay. I'm just going to nip off a little bit of the other side. Why am I doing this? I'm sorry, but I'm kind of losing it. Because I want to be able to put this around. Let me put some gloves on. Just so that I don't end up getting more just feeling for the let me see if this will fit. This is one, it has like a lip to it. Just want to cut this little bit off. You can hone them with a honing stone. No, this one does not look good like I thought it would. Oof. Okay, this one looks good. Now, the other way you could do this is to use glue and then pour the resin. But, let's see whether I can do it without pouring the resin first. This one needs a little bit of a trim. Make sure you wear your safety glasses when you do this, by the way. So two of them don't have glue. So I'll add it on. Let's see, this one. Typically, it's best to do these in, let me see if it fits. Where did it go? A box. And some of these need reattaching. Okay. So far we have these. And let's see how this one is going to work. I think I'm going to attach some of them. want to destroy. This one doesn't have anything. This one might fit. I see a problem with that one. I'm either going to have to trim a bit of here, actually I'm going to leave this and just have it. This one I'm going to remove just a little bit of it. Okay, so this one will fit here. I'm going to trim a little bit more of here. And put this one here. Okay, I'll come back in a few minutes when this is done. Okay, I kind of lost this one because it slipped, so I removed it. And I'm still going to continue looking for the rest. My pieces. And I need a couple more. This one, these two need redoing because I kind of lost them. This one would work. Will this one work? I dropped something, I don't know what it was. That's why I said put these in cardboard box and then knit them. Okay, I might be done. Let me put these small pieces away. And if you hear any noise in the background, it's my husband cutting up some boxes. I don't know if I'm going to need these, but I also want to put back these two. I might be able to use that one, I don't know. Let me just check if I need it. This one's not sticking very well. Oops. Just need just a little bit more. And then I'm fixing this here. And there was another piece. All right. What's just trying to get it all closed. And I am going to have to take my gloves off because I don't think I can apply this unless, I'll have to see. Yep, those are done. Oh, there's one here, two here. Oh, well, here we go. I guess these did not stick, probably because of the position. That I put them in. At any rate, as I said earlier, we are going to be applying some resin, regular resin, not the UV, on top, because I want to remove the sharp edges. Now what I need to figure out is I need the antennas, and I was thinking of using this blue and this gold, but I think, and I don't know if this is going to fit. This is a what, a size bead 80. Yeah, 80. Today I don't have my contacts on because my eyes were bothering me. So yeah, these need more gluing, and I think I'm missing, yeah, I'm missing a bit of this one fell off as well, so I'm going to have to glue that on. But in the meanwhile, let me see if I have any of this and how this would look. If I don't, I'll make some more. Just for the texture. I could have put wax on as well. You don't need very much. This one I can add here. Let me see if I can find a piece. Okay, yeah. I found a tiny piece that I can use. Although it feels like there is something there. And then I've got to throw away the smaller pieces, and we're going to do the antenna and the around the edge. Okay, I was going to add these beads on. Where are they? These. But when I looked at it, it was just too much with the texture on here. Oops, this one needs to be glued back in. And I'll do that. And then it was a toss-up between this color, white, or purple, and I think I'm going to use some of these beads. So I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I'll do the other one off camera because this video has really gotten long. Okay, so I'm just going to check if this fits into here. Yes, they do. Okay, and I'm going to cut one wire and see if I can do. Yeah. Just going to use these to see if I can close it up just a bit. And the other ones, I actually, the first video I did, I did thinner wire. I wasn't sure I could use this thicker wire. And I'm just going to use different beads from this collection. I'm just putting these in, and I'm not really paying attention. They're a mix that I got. There's blue, there's turquoise, there's even this, which I would probably use on the end. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I would probably use, the gold side on the end, or I could use this one on the end, or this way. So I'm just going to continue. And I'm not quite sure how long to make it. See, they have, this one won't go in. So if you find some, these are all from Hobby Lobby. So if you find some that won't go in, just remove them. Oh, these are pretty. No, but it won't go in unless I use those at the end. Let's see, I think this is long enough. I think this one is probably not going to fit. So let's try this one. Nope. Let's try the heart. Okay, that will give me the chance to do something to the wire. So that's how I did them. To attach them, I just stuck them on, and I'll probably do the same. I'm going to put some glue here. So that it doesn't come out. Just seeing if it'll come down more. No, it won't. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to use these. And I'm going to attach them like this so that it bends. So I'll do the second one and then I'll come back. Okay. So what I did was I put some UV resin here just so that the end wouldn't cut someone. And I'm going to cut it off and then bend it. I did the first one, I attached the first one. I'm not a jewelry maker, so this is not my forte. So let me, hopefully they're both the same size. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of the UV resin right here. And apply this. Actually, one is longer than the other, but hey, it's handmade. So let me just show you how it turns out once this happens. And that should be the end of the butterfly, but that would be my second butterfly, but using alcohol inks this time. And I hope you've enjoyed it and that you'll try it. If you do try it, please, please put them on Facebook with the page is called People with Paintbrushes. And this is where everyone can post their work, and I can check it out. And as soon as this is finished, the only thing that's left is to add a little bit of resin, and I'll show you what it looks like. "18 seconds left." And as I said, I'll put some gloves on. I mix a minute amount of resin, and I'll come back. Okay, I measured, that's how it looks like so far. I measured 15 grams. And I'll just set the timer for 3 minutes. And I'm using the fast cure because I really don't want it to take forever. And Siri, how long do I have left? Okay, I've got 1 minute and 40 seconds. I might have made too much. I almost did 2 ounces, so when I get to 30 seconds, Siri, let me know. Siri, hey Siri, when I get to 30 seconds, let me know. No. How much time is left? Turn off in 25 seconds. Hey Siri, turn off in 25 seconds. Both timers. Okay, I've done plenty of videos on resin. Turn off both timers, please. The 2 timers. Both. Ten-second one. Siri. Oh, she doesn't want to listen. Okay, turn off the timer, Siri. Siri, turn off the timer. Hey Siri, turn off the timer. Okay, I can put this one here. Okay, perfect. Let's do this one. And I think I want to add some here as well. This should set very quickly. I do want a small piece for right here. Okay, perfect. And I have quite a bit of resin left, so I'll find something to put it in. Just want to make sure. Oh, and this one. This one should not be moving. Yes. And you don't have to blow out anything. You can if you want. I'm just filling in the areas that I feel need it. Oh, and it fell off again. And to add a little bit more here because I don't want it to be sharp. I am going to blow it just in case. And this is it. I don't dare carry it because I don't want to lift it. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.